Welcome to the tutorial on how to work Tunisian Simple Stitch. In this tutorial, I am going to be using a Furls 6mm Tunisian crochet hook and some worsted weight yarn. To start off with, I'm just going to make a slip knot and place it onto my hook. Then I will work 11 chain stitches. If you have not worked a chain stitch before, it's pretty easy to pick up on just from watching me do this. The yarn goes over the hook and pulls through the loop. And each time you do that counts as one chain stitch. We have arrived at 11 chain stitches. Now I'm going to flip it over and begin working in the bumps that are alongside the back of the chain. Hook goes in, yarn over, and use the hook to pull the loop through. In normal crochet, you would not keep going on to the next stitch at this point, but in Tunisian, you go right into the next bump. Hook in, yarn over, pull through. So I now have another loop on. And we are going to keep doing this all the way across until one loop for each bump of the starting chain is onto the hook. As we go down across the row, you want to make sure that you are working into that back bump and not the flat V that is on the other side of the chain. Into the bump, pull up a loop. There you go. Not splitting any stitches as you go. Not picking up any second loops, just the one singular back bump. Now that we have one loop for each chain, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that last one on the end is an 11th loop, but you don't count that in the number of stitches. Now we're going to work the return pass. Yarn over, pull through just that end loop. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. See how that closes them off? Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And we are going to keep doing that until you get back across the end of the row. This is a standard return pass. You might see it abbreviated RETP. And if there's going to be anything different on the return pass, the pattern will let you know. But we're just practicing Tunisian Simple Stitch, and so this is the return pass that you're going to do. There you go. You're back to one loop on the hook. Now, where do you put your hook for the next row? You see all of these vertical lines that are right here on the front? That first one right there by my thumb. You're going to insert the hook from right to left through that bar, yarn over, and pull a loop through. Next one. Right to left, yarn over, pull up a loop. Insert, yarn over, pull up a loop. And you can see that I'm starting to make loops. They're connecting. The vertical bars are connecting. So there's one below and above, below and above, below and above. If you see any vertical bar from the previous row that does not have a loop above it, that means that you missed a stitch. Now, when we get to the end of the row, we're going to do something funky. This loop right here, instead of going through one, you want to go through 2 loops. This is totally optional, and it just helps your edge look a little bit nicer. So it'll give you that nice V-stitch, like that crocheted look on the edge. So now, once again, we have 11 loops on the hook. And we're going to work that basic return pass again. So, yarn over, pull through 1, only on the first one, then yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, And just keep on going this way until you get to the end of the row, and there is one loop left on the hook. This is just a little practice swatch. Obviously, there may be different patterns that give you a different number to start with, or give you different instructions for how many simple stitches to work. But if you're just practicing, or you just wanted to see the motions of Tunisian Simple Stitch, here you go. There's my first starting stitch again. You'll notice how I pulled the row up a little bit. If you have a hard time seeing the first stitch, sometimes it helps to sort of tug on the stitches a little bit and elongate them so you can see where all of the vertical bars are. There we go, right across to the end. And once again, I'm going to go under both loops of the edge stitch. Ta-da! And then I'm going to work my return pass. One thing I want to note is that the Tunisian crochet does curl a little bit. Totally normal. Don't be concerned about that at all. You can block it, and this is just a swatch. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope it helped you to see Tunisian Simple Stitch in motion and that you will give yourself a shot at Tunisian crochet. Bye!